And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. We've got a Western Conference battle ready to get rolling, and this Oklahoma City crowd wants some love from their Thunder. Here, matched up against San Antonio, is how they'll tip off the new season. They lost the season series last year, winning 1 and losing 2.
Yeah, 2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
Yeah, plenty of opportunity here, guys, to get on each other's bad side. I mean, if they weren't already. Should make for some fairly high drama.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got West. Durant is out there with Stoudemire, and it's ABC, and it's Allen in at the 2 guard.
And listen, San Antonio is an older team. Actually, they're the oldest in the league last season. And because of injuries and days off, they didn't get to feel that preferred starting 5 a lot last year.
So it's San Antonio now, following the score by Oklahoma City. Here's Camby, and that one is hammered home.
Tell you what, this is some serious showmanship here. Loving that tomahawk.
Clark, came with force, and that's not just getting 2 points. He was sending a message.
Making a statement.
And also a momentum shifter. I mean, the energy, you can see it. Take a look at the bench. Those guys are fired up. That makes you want to fight.
West kicks to Durant. One thing about Kevin Durant, when you talk with him, he's got such a laid-back demeanor. I mean, his pulse doesn't quicken. And when you ask opponents, they'll tell you he is as competitive, Greg, as they come.
Yeah, what you see on the outside with Kevin is a mirage, a fake-out, if you will, because on the inside, this guy burns with competitive fire and brimstone.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Wall against West. To the paint. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by West.
And with Durant, his competitive spirit really comes out in crunch time. He demands the ball when the game's on the line. And more often than not, he gets it and delivers.
Now here is Carter. Chamberlain dishes the Wall.
How about the excitement right now that he's playing the game with? I love it.
He capped that dunk off with some serious hang time on the rim.
I tell you what, he just couldn't contain himself on that one.
And that replay is sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one.
And guys, talking about Durant, he may not wear it on his sleeve, but he's really upped his energy and emotion on the defensive end. I mean, he's seen that defense wins championships, and that's the only thing on his mind right now.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Carter, the pass to Wall. Lets the 3 fly. Oklahoma City gets it back. San Antonio leading by 3. Durant kicks to Stoudemire. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And here's the break. And Doris Burke caught up with Coach Greg Popovich. Doris?
One player on his mind in this matchup is John Wall and the spark he can provide on both ends of the court. He said that John Wall just has a knack for making big plays. His defensive abilities allow him to get strip steals and turn them into easy opportunities on the opposite end of the floor. We don't want him taking over the game on the defensive end. Guys?
Thanks again, Doris. Here's West. Following the basket by John Wall. Durant, that's good.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
It's been said time and time again that playing in Oklahoma City is one of the tougher places to play in the league. Last year we saw it as well. This place, Greg, gets so loud when the Thunder are rolling.
And even though the Thunder missed the playoffs, the Chesapeake Energy Arena was as loud as ever. Really helps when you are the show in a city.
And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City.
And even though the injuries hurt the Thunder, last year at home they were still as strong as ever. I mean, a home record of 29-12 is pretty darn good. Unfortunately, they were in a very tough Western Conference.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Chris Bosh is checked in for Kobe. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Vince Carter. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for John Wall. Allen kicks to Richardson. Chamberlain with the rebound.
And part of why the Thunder were so good at home was their attention to detail on the defensive end of the floor. They were a top 5 defense at home. They had the best rebound differential in the league at home.
And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. And yes, sir, that one drops.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Now here's Jackson. Back to Wiggins. Oklahoma City moving it around. Outside Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Nice D from Valanciunas.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
For 3, Bibby, count the bucket.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Pass to Chamberlain. Here's Jackson. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't. And Kevin Durant, former MVP, still feels like he has room to grow. And
I think it's another level I can go to.
well, the will seems to be there, Greg, but Kevin Durant seems surrounded by uncertainty. Can he get that and stay healthy for the entire season? How does he work with his new coach? Where does he really want to be?
You know, the truth is, no one but Kevin knows the answers to those questions. And quite frankly, he may not know right now what those answers are. He's a very unique and introspective kind of guy, as we all saw when he accepted that MVP award a couple of years ago. So let's just stay tuned on this one.
And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
We've got Chamberlain. Carter is out there with Wall. And it's ABC. And it's Kobe in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. ABC comes in for Weber. And it's Dragic in for Bibby. Last season, Clark, the Spurs kept on winning as usual. They passed the Lakers, in fact, for the best winning percentage all time for a franchise.
Well, some of that has to do with the struggles the Lakers had last season, but more of it is credit to the Spurs. Consistency and high-quality play has been who they are and have been for 2 decades. I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
It's stolen by Stoudemire. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Dragic is running. Oh, that's blocked. And here's the fast break. Bryant leading the way. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
And with the Spurs and their winning percentage, it's right above 60. Not bad for a team that joined the NBA back in 1977.
A lot of the Spurs' success, guys, with their winning percentage has come since the 90s. The way they are put together, who knows how high they can push that franchise winning percentage.
Smith checked in for ABC.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that 2-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
And he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, The big three, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those three was able to finish the season.
ABC's checked in for Oklahoma City.
Shooting much better here in the second quarter.
Yes, very, very impressed with how much more alive they look here to get back in.
It's West with the drive. Off on the layup.
And listen, those injuries really did the Thunder in. I mean, at no time during the season did they ever really get a chance to gel and play any stretch of games with their entire roster. And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line. You know, every franchise will have a year that is just lost to injuries. I mean, it happens. The hard part of it for the Thunder is that it happened while so many of their stars are in their prime.
Hayes dishes to Carter, and the rejection by Stoudemire. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. Here is Carter. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. 5 on the clock. Back to Chamberlain. They get a hand on it. Durant with the steal. Elbow shot. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. You're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. And the Spurs with some changes. Richardson comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Allen in for West. Stoudemire with the screen on Wall. Dishes to Camby. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Whoa, whoa. That'll wake you up.
Is he an athlete or what?
No doubt about it. It's almost as if he lives in the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
But he stays with it. Again, the miss by Camby.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Dragic the pass to Camby. Bryant comes with the double team. Stoudemire kicks to Dragic. Trying to find Camby. He's got it now. And that one's good. Camby's got 6 points.
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
Bryant dishes to Chamberlain. Chamberlain a screen. Nice work there coming off the screen. 10 points for Wall.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Camby a screen on Wall. Passes it to Stoudemire. Richardson, that's a two-pointer. A rebound by Carter. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Kobe, the pass to Chamberlain. Carter kicks to Chamberlain. Out to Carter. Clock at 6. And there's the foul. It goes on Mr. Incredible. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Chris Bosh is checked in for Chamberlain. Smith comes in for ABC. Wiggins is checked in for Kobe. And it's Jackson in for John Wall. The Spurs also changing it up. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for ABC. Weber comes in for Amari Stoudemire. And Bibby subbed in for Goran Dragic.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
From deep. And we're through the...
Thanks, Kevin. Coach Popovich.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And an exciting time of the year as the first game of the regular season is halfway through. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 12 points, 2 assists, and also 3 steals. You could really feel how excited he was to be playing for his new team. Teammates and the coach loving it. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
Well, I love how they're getting points in transition. It's about pushing the ball, being aggressive, and then finishing with authority.
And that'll wrap up our halftime show. The third quarter set to go moments from now. We will be right back here after the game.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
That slasher mentality was on display in that first half. He got to the rim consistently.
Boy, I tell you what, he's got that great first step, and he must have had some quickness porridge or something because he looks a little faster today than normal.
On the court for San Antonio. West is out there with Allen, and it's ABC, and it's Durant, and it's Stoudemire in at the force line.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Thunder trailing by 3. It's not really a surprise at this point, but the Spurs were in the playoffs last year. 18th consecutive appearance.
Yeah, and they weren't in that usual top 3 spot, though. Although, had they won the last game, instead of being the 6th, they would have been the 2nd.
Right.
Didn't have that home court advantage, and as they went up against the Clippers, it really cost them in that 7th game.
Left side, Wall. It's stolen by Stoudemire. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Durant's got the ball.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Sounds good. Hit. Shooting one.
Smith checked in for Bryant. The Spurs shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
You know, Kevin, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
From deep, Wall. No good. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half. Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
And Carter has it in the corner. Back to Wall. It's stolen by Allen. West against Wall. Rejected by Wall. But he stays with it. West missing again. Thunder trailing by 6. Carter down low. Fended by West. From deep. Wall. That's in there. Carter with the assist. 13 points for John Wall.
The defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
And John Wall, guys, is still one of the most explosive players in the league. His speed makes professional athletes look like they are stuck in mud.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. But you're talking about Wall's burst. He can go end to end in seconds. Clark, you're amazed. You just said he's a blur.
Yeah, rack to rack in a nanosecond is what Wall can do. I mean, his speed is something special.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Chris Bosh is checked in for Smith. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Vince Carter. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for John Wall.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Well, it was a season last year of heartbreak and change for the Thunder, narrowly missing the playoffs as the Pelicans beat them out for that 8th position.
Yeah, and they were teetering back and forth on that 8th spot for most of the year. Ultimately, they just couldn't hold on to that final playoff spot.
Weber, he's checked in for San Antonio. Bibby comes in for Goran Dragic. Stoudemire kicks it to West. West can't get that one to fall.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Guys, for the Thunder, that playoff miss was the first time they didn't make the postseason since their first year in Oklahoma. Fans have really been spoiled with how successful the Thunder have been of late.
Chamberlain dishes to Hayes. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one is on Stoudemire.
And the road back into this game wasn't a short one, but they've managed to make it all the way back and tie this thing up.
And Greg, I've got to admit to you, I did not think they were going to get all the way back. I thought they were done. But they've shown some serious resilience and character to battle this far back.
And the Western playoffs it seemed a bit of miss without having the Thunder involved. Westbrook, I tell you what, he did everything he could to try and carry that injured group into the postseason last year, but it just wasn't to be.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. One of the most dominant players in 2014 was Kevin Durant, of course, winning the league MVP. And last year, cut short. We know that he's now on a mission to get back to that level. And Greg, it's hard.
Yeah, it all came down to health for Kevin Durant. And at this point in his career, he's got the maturity. He's developed the skill set. He's just got to stay on the court. And really, when you talk about the game of basketball, the rest will take care of itself.
Bibby against Wall. Kicks it out to Richardson. That's good. And it's Bibby with the assist that time. And the Spurs lead by 2.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the knee had collapsed on it.
Talking about Durant as he looks to recapture the league MVP, he can take a cue from last year's MVP, Stephen Curry. Curry battled through numerous ankle injuries over the years earlier on, only to come out on the other side with his best season ever in 2K15.
Feeds to Bibby. Lots of room. Kept alive. Well, Thunder have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Here's Hayes. Oklahoma City the rebound. Wiggins passes to Chamberlain. They get a hand on it. We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Durant. Valanciunas inside. Working on Hayes. Oh, that's blocked. Wiggins left side. Got it. Good job in the low post. Wiggins has got it all tied up now for the Thunder.
That's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. The Thunder shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. They've got Bryant. Chamberlain is out there with ABC. And it's Wall. And it's Carter in at the 2. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. And Wall kicks to Chamberlain. Just 5 on the clock. Hayes dishes to Carter. Bibby with a defensive effort. The Spurs shooting well. They're at 45%. Allen passes to West. Deep 2 from Bibby. The shot's good on the assist by West. West has got 6 assists here tonight. Oklahoma City trailing. And Kobe, here we go. It's blocked. Allen with it. Pass to Weber. The 3. And that's good. Jerry West from 3. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for San Antonio.
Block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. Leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. Too many empty trips. They need some points.
Chamberlain kicks to Wall. From deep three-point range, Oklahoma City the rebound, and he gets it to go. 8 points for ABC.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row. from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Well, you look at the roster of the Thunder from last year, Clark, they knew how to build from within.
Well, last season's roster, everybody but one player was either drafted or acquired via trade. That's a rare combo in the NBA.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, Greg Popovich was just going over the plan with his team. The game's still in question, but he told his players, guys, this is when it's fun, right? Time is winding down, a close game. This is where you show the preparation and the time you've put in. Kevin, we'll see if they respond.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Jackson dishes to Carter. Back to Jackson. He feeds it to Smith. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And guys, for the Thunder, listen, they're not a big market team. They've had to make sacrifices with money to stay competitive. They do a terrific job with the limitations that small market presents.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Spurs working the ball around now.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
And, you know, as we've seen, success in the NBA can come in a lot of different packages. I mean, it can't happen without the big free agent signing or spending. It helps to draft a guy like Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, for that matter.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, Greg Popovich was just going over the plan with his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Kevin Durant. Coach reminded his guys that he is the centerpiece of their offense, and he's the one they want with the most freedom to operate. Guys, they're operating under the principle that it's never too late to fine-tune the game plan. Kevin, over to you.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Spurs leading by 3. Stoudemire setting the pick for West. Out to Stoudemire. He dishes it to Durant. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Sanders with the ball. And Allen picks him up defensively. Chamberlain a screen. And here's Wall outside. It's rebounded by Camby. Camby's got 3 rebounds now in this one. The feed to Allen. Shoots from 12. Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. From deep, Wall. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. San Antonio's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Again, Durant missing.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Well, the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
Sanders, an absolute bomb from three-point range.
Those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're up by 3. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. For the Thunder, Wash comes in for Sanders, and it's Carter in for Parker. There's 1:17 left in the game. And there's Jerry West on the assist by Durant. Durant's got his 4th assist in this one. All with it. West picks him up. Now the pass to Bosch. From deep. San Antonio with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Stoudemire, the screen. Shot off the screen. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Oklahoma City's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
And here now the Thunder. They trail by 7. Sinks it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
And that's an intentional foul. Smith checked in for Oklahoma City, and he commits the intentional foul. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And the second of 2 is good. That increases their lead to 6.
Time running low here.
A quick score, Greg, and then probably foul him right away.
Good. What a beautiful shot to put him to within 3.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now Durant. To the inside. Camden buries it.
Just no let up, guys. They just keep coming at you.
Well, this lead is too big to overcome. I'm going out on the limb right now. There's just not enough time left on the clock to make up the ground they have to make up.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're losing by 5. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
You know, and not only do you want to draw up a score here, but it's got to be a quick one.
Yeah, it has to be quick. They've got to convert, and then there has to be an immediate foul.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're behind by 7. 6 seconds left to play here in the fourth. 6 seconds left to play in the final quarter. It's good.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
And so it's San Antonio with the win.